spend money on a show or two. No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I want to hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream. I'm dreaming, scheme, I'm scheming. Now I know why mother taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Welcome to Mr. Tipples.
And to our second set.
We are the Cosmo Alley Cats. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Mr. Tipples. We have, oh my gosh, Roger, thank you, and Jay on sound. Thank you guys so much for making this sound amazing for us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here. We have a little, a fun fasty number for you. One, two, one. I found a new baby. I found a new boy. My fashion plate, baby. I found a little joy. His new kind of loving can make me a slave. This sweet little darling is all that I crave. Sweetest kiss, what a kiss, but the bliss can't resist somehow. Tells me lies, but I'm wise, not the eyes, mesmerize. I vow and how I don't mean maybe. I just had to fall. I found a new baby, that's all. Do 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 be do 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 out, be do 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 out, do 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 out, we be out, be do 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 be boop, be boop do 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 Well, now, thank you very much. Almost faster than we can.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We're going to do a Ray Charles song here for you.
Shockingly. There are 12 keys and we're picking the same
Let's
one.
take it up a half step.
You can do that.
All right.
Let me tell you about a boy I know. He's my baby and he lives next door. Every morning when the sun comes out, it brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yeah, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friend, I know he'll go with me until the end. Everybody asks me why I know. I smile at them and say he told me so. That's why I know, yeah, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. When I call him on the telephone and tell him that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around, he kisses me and he holds me tight and tells me, Mama, everything's alright. That's why I know, yeah, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. By the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear him on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down and there is nobody else around, he kisses me and he holds me tight and tells me, Mama, everything's alright. That's why I know, yeah, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. Hallelujah, I love him so. Oh, 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 hallelujah, I love him so. Right on. Thank you guys very much. If you're just joining us, we are the Cosmo Alley Cats here at Mr. Tipples. We're very excited to be here. They've made us some lovely drinks, and we're having a great time this evening. If you like what you hear, we do have Venmo and PayPal. We are taking tips. We're working for tips tonight. They are right here below my hand. They are here. I've been told, watch, they're like over here or something, and I'm just gesturing blindly. Yeah. You guys got this.
Okay. Ready? See. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
There's no more love in my heart for you. There's no more love in my heart for you. You kept me for you. There's no more love in my heart for you. There's no more love in my heart for you. We were getting along just fine. Then you had to start drinking that wine. Now there's no more love in my heart for you. For you. For you. For you. Hey now. Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bill.
We don't know who did that.
We're in front, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a nice little New Orleans standard for you. Do the 4-bar.
How fast do we want that?
Home, baby.
Super.
What? That's not fast. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay that rent. I know I die you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb? Well, I know I'm to blame. Ain't that a shame, Bill Bailey? Won't you please, please come home? Whoa, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I die you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb? Well, I know I'm to blame. Ain't that a shame, Bill Bailey? Won't you please, please? Oh, won't you please? to blame. Ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come? Come home, Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey, won't you please come? Well, I know I'm to blame. Ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please, please come home? Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you guys very, very much. Again, we are the Cosmo Alley Cats. We are here from Mr. Tipple's recording studio in San Francisco. We are playing for tips tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We have our Venmo and our PayPal right here underneath my hand somewhere. EmilyDayMusic@gmail.com and at EmilyDayMusic. My name's Emily Day, by the way, so you're not just sending it to some stranger. You're sending it directly to me, and I will make sure that I share it with the band. What are you doing?
Yeah, sure you will.
What are you doing? Behind my back.
Show us your tips.
What are we doing?
Well, all right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, you ready?
I'm going to get off the stage and I'm going to introduce you to Noam. Noam here is playing the piano, and he's going to sing a song for you, and I'm going to get out of here and enjoy a drink.
Well, all right. Okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right. Okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? I'll do anything you say. It's just got to be that way. Well, all right. Okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right. Okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you say I'll do, as long as it's me and you. First thing in the morning, you got to wake me up with a kiss. You've got to make up for all that loving you have made me miss. Well, all right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you do, I'll say. It's just got to be that way. All right. Let's hear it for Pete on the sax. And all I ask from you, just love me like I love you. It won't be hard to do. Well, all right, okay, you win. What are you waiting for? All right, okay, you win. Baby, one thing more. If I'm gonna be your man, pretty baby, let me take your hand. Well, all right, okay, you win. What are you waiting for? Well, all right, okay, you win. Baby, one thing more. If I'm gonna be your man, pretty baby, let me take your hand. Well, all right, okay, you win. Yeah. Woo. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Time for a cha-cha. Everybody
Oh,
loves
yeah.
a cha-cha.
I'm gonna get off the stage again.
Same Dantero, we're good. 4 up front.
That means 4
I'm just gonna
bars.
You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pete Cornell on the tenor saxophone.
Yeah.
He rounds out the horn section of Cosmo Alley Cats. He's going to lead a number for you. Dancero. Yes?
Cha cha cha. Mike. 2. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, let's hear it for Mr. Pete Cornell on the sax.
Thank you guys very much. Let's hear it for Mr. Mike Burns on the drums. Yeah. That's Steve Height on the upright bass. Noah Meisen on the piano. My name is Emily Day. Pete Cornell, and we round out the Cosmo Alley Cats.
Well,
Here,
missing a trumpet.
we do normally, under normal circumstances, have a trumpet player, and I guess
I wouldn't say we're missing.
we're just going to have to come back with our trumpet player and give you a good old time.
Wonderful trumpet player.
We're going to do one more song and take a short break. This is one of my very, very favorite songs made famous by Nina Simone.
The trumpeter. You got a trumpet mouthpiece I can bring.
Well, now I wish I could know how it feels to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. And I wish I could say all the things that I can't say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole round world to hear. Well, now I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. And I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you see and agree that everyone should be free. Well, now I wish I could give all I'm longing to give. And I wish I could live like I'm longing to live. And I wish I could do all the things that I can do. Though I'm way, way overdue, I'd be starting anew. No. the sea, and I sing 'cause I know. Yes, I sing 'cause I know. Yes, I sing 'cause I know how it feels to be free. Yes, I sing 'cause I know how it feels to be free. Thank you guys very much. We're going to take a short little break. During this break, you will be able to order some cocktails for delivery, which is absolute luxury, I would have to say. So they're going to announce which cocktails that you can order, and we're going to turn it over to the boys of the bar. Thank you guys very much.
I'll deliver it after the game. Yes. I'll be driving around the neighborhood. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mr. Tipples. I hope you're enjoying the music as much as we are. We are just taking a quick cocktail break while the musicians get a little rest, and I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing. But first, I do want to remind everybody that we do offer delivery. We have cocktail delivery through Caviar. We offer it 6 evenings a week, every day but Monday, so please check that out if you are so inclined. The drink we're going to be making is a classic cocktail, the Corpse Reviver No. 2. Now, there is a Corpse Reviver No. 1, although most people have not had it, and a lot of people haven't even heard of it. It's a cognac-based drink. It has its own merits, but by far the most popular version of the Corpse Reviver heading is the Corpse Reviver No. 2, as made famous in the Savoy Cocktail book by Harry Craddock in 1930. Now, the Savoy Cocktail book, for anybody who does not know, is in many ways kind of the Bible for the original craft cocktails. There are a few other books that came out around the same time, and even a couple before that, but it is absolutely one of the major defining documents that really sets up what a classic craft cocktail is meant to be. So this is our recreation of it, fairly close to the original version, but we did make some minor variations, and I'll go over those in a moment. So this is, as the name suggests, this is meant to be sort of a hangover cure. And a lot of cocktails had supposed restorative properties, and that was sort of the idea behind the drink in the first place. Pretty much all of that is bunk. I mean, there's some merit to the idea that might be good for digestion or what have you, but for the most part, it's, really just because they taste good and they get you drunk, and that's why people like them. And the ones that stuck around are really just the ones that did those two things the best, and this is no exception. So, why that is important is because it sort of informs the ingredients used, such as absinthe. Absinthe well, first of all, it has somewhat medicinal flavor in some ways. Drank straight, it can be actually pretty harsh. The classic way to drink absinthe was to mix it with very, very cold, basically just next to ice cold water and sugar to sort of cut that astringency. But if you mix it into a cocktail in a very sparing amount, you really cut out the astringency, and you're just left with that nice sort of licoricey anise flavor that you get out of absinthe. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And the way that you accomplish that in a cocktail, if you want to use just a very, very small amount of something, and absinthe is a common one to do this with, as in with a Sazerac, you're going to do something called a rinse. So basically, you pour just a small amount into your glass, and then you essentially swirl it around the inside edge of the glass. And what it'll do is it'll coat the glass with a very small amount of the absinthe. You'll get mostly the aroma and just a little bit of the flavor, but you're not going to get the extra alcohol from it too much, and it's not going to overwhelm the rest of your drink. And this absinthe, by the way, is St. George absinthe, which is actually based right out of Alameda, the Alameda Island. So once things open back up, please go ahead and give them a visit. They are actually a really fun group of people, and they have some really, really cool products. So the rest of the drink is super simple. It's an even portion for everything. I'm going to be doing 3/4 of an ounce for each of the rest of our ingredients. but you can scale it up however you want. And the same thing will remain true with your absinthe rinse. So again, very easy to scale up, very easy to make multiples. So what we're using right here is just some lemon juice. And I do generally like to start with our sort of least expensive ingredient first. That way, if you mess it up somewhere along the line, you're not wasting your better product. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. And then we're going to be using Coqui Americano. Now, the original recipe actually calls for Lillet Blanc, and they are pretty similar. They're both essentially fortified wines, similar to a vermouth, but the original recipe for Lillet Blanc actually changed in 1985, and so Coqui Americano is considered by most people to be actually somewhat more accurate to the original flavor of Lillet Blanc, and so that's what we're using here. Though if you want to use Lillet or really any other similar Americano style liqueur, feel free. There's also rosé versions of both Coqui and Lillet, which have just a little bit more bitterness to them. They're quite good, and they actually could work in this as well. So next we're going to be using an orange liqueur. So the one I'm using today is Pierre Ferrand Dry Curacao. It's my personal favorite. I think that it has a lot more depth of flavor, and it's not quite as candy sweet as some other forms of orange liqueur. But by all means, if you like Cointreau, use Cointreau. You could even use triple sec, though I wouldn't necessarily recommend that if you have access to something like Cointreau or a good Curacao. But triple sec can also work in this. Again, it's more about just kind of getting that flavor profile of the orange liqueur. So we're doing 3/4 ounce of our dry Curacao. And last, what we would call the base spirit is we're using Boodle's gin. Now, the reason I'm using Boodle's is because this really calls for a very classic dry, London dry style gin with a good amount of juniper flavor. Remember, this was meant to be sort of medicinal or as a curative, and juniper and a lot of the sort of gin botanicals that are classic to a London dry style have that curative association. And so really, when you're thinking about this style of drink, you're going to think about what is most common for a curative spirit. And that would be your juniper forward London dry. All right. And that's it. So then we're just going to add our ice. And whenever you're mixing your drinks, you want to add all of your wet ingredients to your shaker or to your mixing glass before you add the ice. You don't want to be pouring things over the ice because then it dilutes too much of the ice melts, and you're just going to kind of mess your drink up. Add all the liquid ingredients first, then throw the ice in. It also helps make sure everything actually gets nice and mixed. Give yourself a nice solid seal, and then shake for about 30 seconds. And give it a good long 30 seconds, and make sure that what's inside is nice and cold. So we're going to take our coupe that we rinsed with the absinthe and just pour it right in there. All right, and garnish. Sometimes you'll see an orange peel called for. I like to use a lemon peel, but it's really just personal preference. The original version, for what it's worth, did call for a lemon peel. So you're going to take the shiny side of your peel down, squeeze it over the drink, release the oils onto the drink, run it around the rim, just drop it in. Corpse Survivor number 2. Cheers. Okay.
Heaven place sent to all mankind, understanding and peace of mind. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Show the world how to get along. Peace will enter when hate is gone. And if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Well, I lay awake and I count the world's troubles, and the answer is always the same. That if men don't put an end to this damnable sin, who will put the world in a flame? What a shame, just because I'm in misery. I don't beg for no sympathy. Ooh, and if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Oh, yeah, oh. Well, I lay awake and I count the world's troubles, and the answer is always the same. That if men don't put an end to this damnable sin, who will put the world in a flame? What a shame, just because I'm in misery. I don't beg for no sympathy. Oh, and if it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Ooh, if it's not asking too much, Thank you, everybody, very much. Welcome back. We are the Cosmo Alley Cats. Let's hear it for Noam Eisen on the piano and organ. This is Pete Cornell on the tenor saxophone, Mike Burns on the drums, Steve Height on the bass. My name is Emily Day. Thank you guys for joining us at Mr. Tipples. Hope you had some amazing cocktails delivered during that small stretch of time. We're going to do a fun New Orleans song for you. Yo, some of these days. That's not it. This is it. What? A minor? I didn't hear an A. Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, when you go away. I feel so lonely for just you only. For you know, honey, that you had your way. And when you leave me, I know it's gonna grieve me. You're gonna miss your little baby. Oh, some of these days. Oh, some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, oh, when you go away. I feel so lonely for just you only. For you know, honey, that you had your way. And when you leave me, I know it's gonna grieve me. You're gonna miss your little baby. Ooh, some of these days. Oh, some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you'll miss my kissing, you'll miss me, honey, when you go much. We're gonna stay in that vein. We're just gonna stay in that vein. I'd rather be in New Orleans than a desolate San Francisco. I don't know about you. Well,
I'd rather be here.
that's true. New Orleans is not doing so great, but normally it does great, and we miss it a lot. So why don't we just pay tribute to it? Did I say something bad?
No.
Nah. All right. We're gonna do a little Basin Street Blues. What's that? Won't you come along with me to the Mississippi? We'll take the boat to the land of dreams, steam down that river down to New Orleans. The band's there to meet us. All the band's there to meet us. Where all the proud and elite folks meet, heaven on earth they call it Basin Street. Oh, Basin Street is the street where the good folks always meet in New Orleans, land of dreams. You'll never know how nice it seems or just how much it really means. Glad to be, yes, sirree, where the welcome's free and dear to me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. call it Basin Street. Oh, Basin Street. Oh, it's the street. Oh, where Douglas folks always meet in New Orleans, land of dreams. You'll never know how nice it seems or just how much it really means. Glad to be, yes, sirree, where the welcome's free and near to me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. Well, sounds like we really miss it. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. We are the Cosmo Alley Cats. Again, we are musicians by trade, and our work has been severed, and this is really a treat to get to perform for you all here at Mr. Tipples in this wonderful room surrounded by two wonderful people. Surrounded by, thank you, Roger and Jay, so much for being here and keeping us happy throughout. We're going to do one more song for you. Again, let's have it for Noam Eisen on the piano. This is Pete Cornell on the tenor saxophone. Mike Burns on the drums. Steve Height on the upright bass. And my name is Emily Day. We are the Cosmo Alley Cats. Again, if you have enjoyed what you've heard so far, so far at all. Enjoyed at all. We have one more song for you to prove that we're worthy. We do have some PayPal and Venmo handles here down at the bottom of the screen. We'd very much appreciate any tips that you can give us, and we look forward to the next time that we can see you guys in person. Until then, thank you so much. Sunny side of the street. Let's bring it up. Okay. Okay. What? You take the whole chorus. Toho. Do it. Yeah. Side of the street. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. These are all the across the hall. If I never have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller with no dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Thank you guys so much. We've had so much fun playing for you this evening. Again, we are the Cosmo Alley Cats here at Mr. Tipples. Hope you've enjoyed the evening. Hope you've enjoyed the drinks. Thank you guys once again. We hope to be back and see you in person sometime soon. Thanks.